What's up, people? Welcome to week. I'm done. I don't know. I don't remember week 9, 10, D's. I don't remember. We'll find out in a moment. Okay. Welcome to whatever week it is. All right. We're getting ready to finish up SA2 and turn it in. Okay. This week at school is homecoming week. Today's Music Monday, and I'm wearing my Grateful Dead t-shirt, which is I'll admit it's a little snug. It's a large, but it's a little snug. Okay, it's a little, but luckily I have a flannel that if I'm feeling a little modest, I can put on. Okay. All right. I hope y'all had a nice weekend. I'm not recording this until actually today. Sometimes I record these like a week in advance, and today I'm not. I'm recording and posting it today, so hope y'all enjoy that. Let's look at the list of assignments and due dates. Okay. So this is week 10. It's week 10. Okay. I'm gonna show examples of good essays. Actually, not necessarily good. I'm gonna show good and bad things. Okay. But essay 1. All right. I'm going to show an essay that is an example of plagiarism, of what you need to avoid this week. And then we'll talk about peer reviewing essay 2 and where all that should be submitted and all. Okay. Alrighty. Let's see these examples. I'm going to pull up an example of an A paper for essay 1. All right. This person received an A. And the reason I'm doing this is not to make them feel good or make you feel bad about your essay 1. It's about taking what we learned from essay 1 and improving essay 2. Okay. Now, that's really important for you because in case you missed one of my announcements before, is that if your grade for essay 2 is higher than your grade for essay 1, I will change your essay 1 score to match your essay 2 score. Okay. Now, you had to have turned in essay 1. If you did not turn in essay 1 and it's currently a 0, then you can still turn in essay 1, but whatever score you make on essay 2 will not be the grade you get for essay 1. Okay? You have to have at least turned in essay 1 in order to have a matched grade. Okay? All right. So we want to learn from our mistakes from essay 1 in order to improve for essay 2 because not a whole lot has changed. Okay? So this person right here, Perry Garcia. Perry Garcia sounds a lot like Jerry Garcia. This is not a real person. We have proper last name and page numbers. They are in the proper place. Okay, in the header. All right. If I did Control Alt All and go here, 0 0 double. This is all in uniformity. If there was any point in this paper where the spacing was not consistent, these would be blank. It would be blank, blank, and blank. If these are all blanks, that would indicate that there's some inconsistent spacing. So because I can select the entire essay, and this is 0, 0, and double, that means that the whole thing is consistent. Okay. We have no additional lines between the heading. The heading is correct. Their name, my name, the class name, the due date. And the very next line is the title. There's no additional spaces between the date and the title. There's no additional spaces between the title and the next paragraph. Sometimes I get essays that look like this. That's incorrect. Sometimes I get essays that look like this, and that's incorrect. Sometimes people do things to the title that they shouldn't do. They will make it bold. That's incorrect. Nope, no bolding titles. Sometimes people will underline it. That's incorrect. We do not underline. Okay. Sometimes people, for some reason, will put a title in a quotation marks. That's incorrect. Okay. So sometimes people will have titles that have no capital letters. And in that case, that would be incorrect. Okay. This person does not do that. All right. Sometimes people have a title and it's not centered. That's incorrect. Okay. Great. Notice the paragraphs of the essay. They're all it's using justified. Look, if I select all this, okay. Notice up here, justify. Some people are still doing a line left. They're doing a line left, which is causing this side to be nice and this side to be all jaggedy with all that jaggedness. We don't want that. That's incorrect. So like Perry Garcia had it already. It should be here. Okay. The bare minimum was 700 words. They got that. Okay. So this essay is good. Many Americans have fallen into the trap of ruining their morning brew with a mainstream company. This trap is called Starbucks, blinding people from the beauty of their local coffee shop. Beautiful. Great line. Okay. If people would only peek behind the curtain, they would find a plethora of local coffee shops. This grammar is asking them to have a comma here. You don't necessarily need one. Okay. But technically, it's such a small use of a comma there in that case. Now, some commas I take off points for, others I do not. Okay. So this essay is overall very good. We have local coffee shops, support smaller roasters, which in turn support smaller farmers. This also helps because it provides better coffee, blah, 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 blah. Secondly, local coffee shops help to keep the flow of money local. Starbucks is a multi-continental company, blah, 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 blah. Okay. And then thirdly, so, I don't really like the whole first, lead, secondly, thirdly, but that's a choice. That's not a formatting issue. That's not in itself incorrect. So I'm not going to mark off for that. Okay. It's good. Period. However, comma, when a local coffee shop sells a cup of coffee more, money goes towards the baristas and those that work there. Okay, good, 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 good. It's all consistent. Okay. The grande is highlighted here only because the fact the computer doesn't recognize that it is technically an Italian word. Okay. All right. And then the conclusion wraps it up well. So this essay is very tight. It's consistent. It's formatted well. And there's hardly to none errors. All right. So this is an A paper. This is a good example of an A paper. Way to go. Okay. The next paper we're going to look at is a B paper. Let's see here. Essay 1B. Okay. So this is a B paper. You should already be noticing why. Okay. So the header is good. It's fine. Okay. But we already have a bunch of spaces. I'm just going to select all. Okay. Let's go to paragraph. Okay, good. 0, 0, double. Perfect. Okay. But look, there's a space here that does not need to be there. Down, 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 down. There's a space here that does not need to be there. Then also, if you notice, we have the header here. And then we have the essays tabbed over. For whatever reason, all the way down. That should not be. Okay. So we need to fix that. Okay. So we're going to select this, all this, and we're going to do this, make this justify, which it wasn't. Okay, that L is good. Again, here, this is very odd. Pull this over. Okay, so it's all in line with that. Okay, and then see this for all of this. This is really why this essay receives such low points. It's mostly because of this. The formatting is all jacked up for whatever reason. Okay. Formatting is a huge part of this class. So that's something that I'm going to emphasize in every paper. So we got to fix that. This person has clear transitions in conclusion. Let's have a comma after that. In conclusion. Lastly, secondly, to begin with, many individuals that are unsatisfied towards their body image usually cause them to have a negative mental health. So this is B for a variety of reasons. One is that the formatting is all checked up. Okay. And then there's just some wording issues. To begin with, many individuals that are unsatisfied towards their body image usually causes them to have a negative mental health. Okay. That sentence is incorrect the way it is written. Okay. So a better way of writing that sentence would be something like, to begin, many individuals who are unsatisfied with their body image, sure, okay, usually develop mental health problems. Okay, so sorry, I got pulled away for a moment to do stupid stuff. Here we go. So I was writing this sentence to begin. Many individuals who are unsatisfied with their body image usually develop low self-esteem. Okay. All right. Or negative self-perception. Okay. All right. So there's a variety of ways that we could say this. Many individuals can develop negative side effects from having a low body image, which can have a negative impact on mental health. Okay. So there are other ways of trying to communicate this idea that low body image can have negative effects on mental health. But the way it's currently written, many individuals that are unsatisfied towards their body image usually causes them to have a negative mental health. That is incorrect. So this paper is an 80 for formatting. Okay. Now there was the attempt of formatting. It wasn't just, I mean, it's double spaced, all that. It was just indented really odd. Okay. So there's intention there. It was just incorrect. And because of some of the phrasing is incorrect. But it's not below an 80 also because, I mean, this person did write 1,100 words. That's a lot of words. So they put a lot of effort in. And you can tell that this person, that they really tried. And so, you know, a B, there you go. Okay, let's look at an example of a C essay. This one I'm going to use a PDF because I actually have my comments on it. The importance of tattoos. Tattoos is misspelled. I blot out their names, so don't worry, okay? But if you notice, like, this is things that I have marked out, which we will get down to the bottom of this. We'll get to the bottom of the PDF, and you'll see why I marked these things out, okay? But let's just go through. I mean, they do have formatting; it's relatively correct, okay? But we have a lot of these grammatical errors, um, and we have things that need to be taken out, okay? There's some more stuff. So this received a 72, and there are a total of like 15 uh, edits being made to this. Comment number one, this comes from an outside source. You can't use a quote without quoting it and citing it. Okay, so turns out that many people around the world have been marking their bodies for thousands of years. The word tattoo can have two meanings, a verb or noun. Verb meaning by the act of making the skin with ink, while a tattoo is noun refers to the image or texture that has been created. That is a direct quote from an online resource and is not cited and stated. Okay, so you cannot have quotes taken from the internet or anywhere put into your paper without integrating them and using quotation marks. Okay, so that came up in the what's called the it's a report. When you turn in your essays into turnitin.com, it scans your papers and checks it against the internet, everything that's on the internet, and it will find any types of quotes that are word for word the same from someplace else. Now, it's called an originality report. Now, originality reports will also find quotes that you have quoted correctly, okay, which is fine. It's fine if your paper, if all the quotes it finds, all the things it highlights, are things that are actually quoted and cited correctly in your paper, but it also finds things like this that are not quoted or cited in your paper, just being used as a person's regular thoughts, and that's incorrect. Okay, that's a big no-no. So 3, Medusa is comment 5, no purpose for a period here, no space between the word and comma. Strike through means get rid of it. Strike through means get rid of it. Comma, in the end, comma, Medusa. Okay, so we go up to these. Here, Medusa, a female monster from ancient Greek mythology. Okay. This, where it says head here, there should be no space between head and comma. The comma should be right next to it. Okay. So that's what all my little comments are doing. In the end, comma, Medusa was sexually assaulted. That should be a period right there. So I make these little, let's see, as a tattoo, a semicolon represents a person who could end. Let's see what I said for number 13. In the same way, semicolon is used when the author could have ended a sentence but didn't. Okay, so this is me just rewriting that sentence in a clearer way. Okay. Comment 15, I struck it out because you cannot use quotes without quotation marks in a citation. Again, there's a direct quote. Okay. So there were errors and pulled uncited quotes from outside resources. Okay, like right here, this was a long quote that should have been cited. Okay, therefore those are deleted. All right, and so this person made a C for their paper, a low C. Okay, the paper wasn't enough. These two quotes is not enough for give it a 0 for plagiarism. Okay, I try to err on the fact that the student meant well, they just didn't realize that they had to cite or use quotation marks. Okay, most of the time. Now I'm going to show you an example of a plagiarized essay that is unacceptable. Okay, this paper right here that we're about to look at is a 0. Okay, everything that you see highlighted is a direct quote from the internet. Okay, this is the originality report. This tells us how original the paper is, and this paper is not original. It's 92% unoriginal. All the highlighted are direct quotes. Direct quotes taken from the internet. Okay. Okay. See all that? And then the report tells us, look, 92% of this paper is from other sources. mentalhealthanswers.org, 62%, medicalnewstoday.com, 16%, submitted to Macquarie University from a student paper, 5%, submitted to this community college, some Sewella. Okay, so like the red, go here, I guess it's this right here. It's all taken from the internet, same source, that's a different source. Okay, so like this is a 0. This is I cannot accept this paper at all. Okay, this is what I wrote here. I said 92% of this essay appears to be plagiarized, which means I cannot accept it. If you rewrite and submit an original essay, then you can get at least a 70. Okay. And then also the person has some formatting issues. It's not justified. Okay. All right. So look, this paper, this is plagiarism. The previous this essay, I'm not considering plagiarism. You know, there's 2 direct quotes right here. These 3 lines, and again down here. Okay. But I'm gonna just assume that person didn't realize they needed to use quotation marks. Okay, but the majority of their essay is original. This though is all 100% copied. Just copy paste, with a few things. Concerns people, bodies, is, of, in. However, just little words here and there. Okay, used to. You know, I don't know why they changed it, but they did. Okay, this is plagiarism. You cannot copy and paste from the internet, put it in your paper, and also not cite. Now, even if they cited all this, even if they had direct quotation marks, you can't have your whole paper written by somebody else. Okay, this is incorrect. Okay, you cannot have this many sources used anyways, even if they're all integrated. Okay, so you cannot do that, or you'll get a 0. Okay, so don't do that. That's plagiarism. Okay. All right. Let's this week. Nope, wrong websites. Okay, this week under lessons, essay 2, editing. Okay, this is where you post your essay 2 in the discussion post. Okay. I don't have a Dropbox for essay 2. You just post it here. All right, just post it here and download someone's paper. Okay, good. Download somebody's paper. What I'll do is I'm going to post in a moment. I will post the editing peers paper sheet. Okay. I will post this. Okay. And it's the same thing as before. Instead, we're going to put we'll put October 24th. It doesn't really matter. I don't really care about the date, honestly. Okay. All right. I will post this in the week 10 editing folder. So let's go back to lessons. Scroll down to week 10, plagiarism. No, week 10, editing. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and put this You have the peer edit sheet, peer edit form. Okay. And then you can download this and then submit it to whoever essay that you edit. Okay. There you go. It's right there. Download it, read someone's essay, peer edit it, and send it back to them. Okay. All right, great. Look, next week you're going to finalize essay 2. I'm going to go over a little bit. Now you're also going to read this article, Who is the Scientist, next week, okay? So try to finish your essay as soon as I would go ahead and get it all done. Finalize your essay, and then when you get back the peer edit form from somebody, you just look over what they said, fix anything that maybe that they mention it, but then just be done with it. All right, be done with it. And then when you're done and you're ready to submit it, then turn it in. But look here, week 2 essay. Now please don't submit it until you're finally really ready to be done. Okay, so I will put on here that you can have multiple submissions, because some people are like, they post and they're like, oh my god, I actually did the wrong one, can I redo it please? All right. And so but actually I don't even know if I can allow you to turn it in multiple times. I think it's only actually like one time. It's annoying. All right, so yeah, I can only let you do one. So if you do it incorrectly, I'm gonna be annoyed. Okay, I'm going to be annoyed. All right, make sure that you try to do it correctly. All right, I don't want to go in and delete your paper. That's obnoxious. All righty, we'll check y'all later. Peace out now. Bye bye.